Hello, 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 everybody. How y'all doing out there? This is the Poncho Perspective. Just another virtual book signing day. Hopefully, everybody's doing good out there. We came up with an idea last month as we started our book tour, the Poncho Retrospective Book Tour when the books came in last July. We actually started our tour in the latter part of July and are bringing the tour into 2023, into 2024, hopefully in an area near you. We decided, well, since there's so many places we haven't had a chance to do a book signing or have been invited to do a book signing, that maybe once a month or every other month or so we would do a virtual book signing. How does a virtual book signing work? Well, it's just like if I showed up in your city. Today we have an incentive for you. When you go to my website to order the book is at three different costs, and I'll go over that with you a little later on. Today, all books are signed for $60. All books are signed for $60. We only have one other edition, which I will talk to you about, that costs more than $60. But if you have not gotten a book, this is a good opportunity for you to get that. If you do have a book, I am challenging you to come on the show today. If you go to my Facebook page, there's a spot there that says join the show, join us live, and there's a link which will bring you into my studio. If you have a book, hey, come on the show today. Come into the studio, chit chat with me a little bit. If you're already out there, give me a shout. Let me know where you're coming from. We got folks, I had a tour group in here a little earlier today from Chicago, and it made a very happy man out of me today. So we are just tuned up and seeing if we can move a couple of books today. The Poncho Retrospective book is a 300-page book. I'm sorry, 256-page book, but it has over 300 images in it. This book weighs 5 pounds, y'all. So we got a serious book here. Hopefully you can add that to your collection. Books now are appreciating in price just like artwork are. So we did a 2,000 run on this book. We have already sold 1,000 copies of the book, and we're going to continue to keep on coming into your area if we can. We got a book signing coming up actually tomorrow in Philadelphia. All my Philadelphia folks out there, if you want to come on in. That's right, I'll be in the Philly. We got a couple people coming into the show now. Hi, Miss Ruffin. I'll see you tomorrow in Philly. Fantastic. That's good. We're coming into Philly tomorrow. I haven't been to Philly in quite a while. So, hey, spread the word with your friends. Let folks know what's going on. Today, you can order your book for $60. Normally, when you go to the website, you'll see the book itself is $60. If you want it signed, it's $80. If you want a remark, it's $100. Poncho, what's a remark? A remark is where I take and I do a small original drawing on the inside of the book, which gives it added value, y'all. So I'm also going to give you a note of advice. Do your best not to personalize that book. Not too Sally, because you never know. Pass it on, time to resell it. Can't sell it with somebody's name in it. Very simple. People don't think about that. They're so caught up in the moment of letting folks know that they met the artist that they lose sight that they will probably devalue whatever they are collecting. So not discouraging you from doing that. Some people are like, no, I'm going to keep my book. I ain't selling it. I got you. If that's the case, let me know you want it signed and I'll work that out. But I'm suggesting that you do not personalize the books. So yes, Ms. Ruffin, we'll be looking for you tomorrow. Anybody out there that has a book already and you want to let folks know what's going on, come on in the show. This is a nice little Saturday. It was a real rainy day here in Baltimore. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the book, and we're going to go through it and just give you a little bit of a background on the book. The book was actually designed as a 40th year retrospective of my work. This book is of printed works only. So when you get this book and you see the 300 or so images in it, don't say, hey, this is Poncho's whole portfolio. It is not my whole portfolio. It is the portfolio of my printed works. What that means is that if you have a piece at home by me, 9 times out of 10, it is inside that book. So yeah, man, we did a good painstaking thing where we were working on the book prior to the COVID pandemic being called. Got sidetracked on a couple of projects, but that landed everybody at home. So I decided to just go back into it again, revisit the book. I've been talking about doing a book for probably 15, 20 years now and didn't think I was worthy. age-wise to do a retrospective book, but once I got to 40 years of being in the business, I was like, hey, what am I waiting for? And I just celebrated my 60th, so it's on time. What we decided to do is go ahead. We put the book out there. We weren't sure what the reaction was going to be. We put a Kickstarter campaign up. And if you don't know what a Kickstarter campaign is, we basically put up a campaign. We will give a pledge reward. So if you decide, hey, I want the $25 level, it has some gifts or some items in that section. So you're actually, for the money, you're getting other items. So it's not like I'm just saying, hey, loan me $25. You actually get something in exchange. And in most cases, the book was on one of those levels. So it was a way for us to pre-sell the book. Well, we're shooting to do $10,000, and I figured I would cover the other $10,000 or match the other $10,000. When we launched the campaign, the first week we raised the whole $10,000. Second week we raised $20,000. Before it closed, we had raised upwards of $30,000. So what is the message? Don't lose track of your following, y'all. I mean, for those of you that are out there that might be doing other businesses online or have a business, we're at a time now where you can stay connected to your followers. Your followers can propel you. And so, hey, what's the chance of a gallery or a museum saying, hey, Poncho is worthy of a book? Not likely. It's a lot of other masters and other folks they probably give attention to first, and they're not used to recognizing living artists. It's very rare when they do it. When they do, I'm always excited to see that. I have a hellified art, black art collection, book collection too. And so I keep track. There could never be too many books out here. And so I'm currently working on about 5 other books. We might talk about that a little later on. But that's the gist of what happened when it started. When we raised the money, it changed the whole book. We were only initially going to do like a soft bound 183-page, 85-page book because I had designed another book prior to that, Wondrous Works by Dr. Sheila Wright. We designed that book for her 2 years prior to my book coming out. But when we raised all of the funds, we decided we were going to try to make the book hardbound and maybe make the size a little large, not in dimension, but in pages. And so because we had such a great response, we decided to do a little more to the book. Hey, y'all, yell at me if you're out there. I'm just jibber-jabbing on here. Hey, if you got something you want to say, put it in the comment stream. I'll put it up on the screen just to let folks know you're out there. Miss Netta Ruffin is already tuned in for the day. She says she's going to join me at my book opening in Philly tomorrow at the Colored Girls Museum. If you never heard of the Colored Girls Museum, you need to check it out. It's a wonderful museum by a wonderful couple of visionaries that I work with, Vashti Dubois and Mr. Michael Clemens are running that. Do a very good job. They went to Africa with me last October. Hey, what's happening, Kevin? Nice to see you, brother. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, y'all, if you got a book already, tune in. Go to my Facebook page and take that link. Come into the studio. I'll put you on the screen. We could chit-chat for a couple minutes. You can give me some reflections on your book. If you have not purchased a book, let me show you how that's going to work. What you will do to order is that you will go to my website at larryponchobrown.net, larryponchobrown.net. Once you go to that, you're going to go down and you'll see a section that says Poncho Retrospective. Click that Order Yours Now. It'll take you to a page. You'll see 3 options there, book, autographed, and remarked. Just select book, which is the lowest rate, because the day for the show, you can get the book for $60. You can get it signed for $60. So, hey, y'all, that's how we're going to order around here. Very simple. You go to my website while we're live. I have my storefront open so I can tell if anybody goes in and places an order, and that way I can keep up with what you decide you want to get. And that's how we're going to work it. It's that simple. We got some other people tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, y'all, if you got a friend, go ahead and tell somebody. Hey, thank you, Kevin, for letting me know how you're doing out there, man. You know, we're all of us creatives stick together. Hey, Miss Tracy Melton, nice to see you. Tracy just got a book recently. So, and I'm sure Tracy is spreading the word. Hey, Tracy, I know are you one of those brave people that I can get to come on? I know it's a rainy Saturday and everybody's probably home with their house slippers on. If you got a book, come on in. Come on in. Come on to the studio. Talk to me. Talk to my people. Let them know what they're getting ready to get. Hey, Sabrina Gibson. Wow, that's a blast from the past. No, really nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, Again, this is a virtual book signing for those of you that are in different parts of the country where I have not been able to visit just yet. We'll probably be doing these shows in between, and hopefully, you'll get a chance to spread the word about our book. No, a little earlier, I tried to explain to you what a remark was, and rather than me explain to you, I'm going to show you what one looks like. Basically, what I do on the inside page of the book is that I do my signature in pencil, which is the Poncho. Why you use pencil? Because pencil is archival. It does not affect paper over time. I would normally just sign with a sharp black Sharpie, but when it comes to the remarks, I want them to be last forever. So I do those in pencil. I do a spontaneous drawing, whatever comes to my mind on this page, which those remark books sell for $100. So if you decide you want to remark, this is what it looks like. I normally would get in there, I'll draw. Normally it takes me, this drawing is speed is a little sped up, but I normally would take about maybe 15 minutes per drawing. And I'm working straight from my imagination, and every one of them are different. So that's the remark. If you decide that's something you're interested in, hey, that's the third level. When you go to the ordering page, you see two different prices. Today, normally you would pay $60 for the book. You would pay $80 for it signed. Today, all books from the show are being signed. So that's right, y'all. All books during this broadcast are being signed. This is the virtual book signing. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you that have already ordered books, please take the time. Go to my Facebook page and click that link and come into the studio. We can bring you on live. You can chit chat, tell people out there what, how you enjoyed your book. Meanwhile, I got a couple of people. I'm just letting you see this remark in. This is kind of real time. It's not sped up that much, but so you can see that each one of those is an original drawing. We got some folks out there. Hi, Jasmine Evans. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you for tuning in. Look at that picture of you. That's right, y'all. So that's what the remark looks like. If you decide you want to remark, simply go to the website, click that third selection, remark. It sells for $100. The book is going to be a collectible, and it'll definitely be a collectible with this pencil drawing in it. That's right. Miss Jasmine Evans was one of my students eons ago. Wow, but I'm feeling old because everybody else is grown up now. But this remark here is about how much time it takes for me to do it. I normally will sit down, listening to music in the studio, just chilling. Sometimes I may do 2 or 3 at a time so that I get ahead of it, so that when people order, I already have them ready. But each one is completely different. Afrocentric themed. Usually I do faces. That's my thing. Most of the pieces in the book are figurative. Now the book is broken into 2 sections. It has my it kind of has my my general portfolio in it, and it also has like a couple of different sections. In the beginning, it tells you about my story as an artist. The forward is done by Leslie King Hammond, and then the introduction is done by Mr. Dennis Forbes. Tells you my artistic journey, my early days up to, and my journey as a full-time artist. It's about 40 pages worth of copy in there. Starts with some of my earliest paintings, some of the people that I met along the way, people who've been very influential in my career, even the people who've mentored me. And then it goes into my general portfolio. And there you'll see pieces that most of you will recognize. I even have a section here of my early work, first 2 pages. So this book gives you an overall comprehensive chronological overview of my portfolio. And it's hey, it made me feel good. It's something that gives me some pride. It was a legacy piece. I was diagnosed with cancer back in about 6 years ago, and I decided I was going to put some projects that I had to put off or put too far down below on my goal list, move them up. My book happened to be one of them, and it has been very, very, very well received. I appreciate each one of you for taking the time That's right. Miss Jasmine said I was her high school mentor. Now she's in her 30s. Wow. Well, Miss Jasmine, that's fantastic. If you want to order your book, the way to order the book, you just go to my website at larryponchobrown.net. Today, all books will be signed. The book comes for $60. Even the sign level is $60. So don't go in and pay for the sign version at $80. Just select the $60 version, and every book from the show will be signed. That's right, y'all. That's how we're going to do it. I wanted to give you an overview of what the book looks like and what's happening. And hopefully somebody brave out there will come into the studio and chit chat with us, because, you know, we sold upwards of 1,000 books so far, which means they are now beginning to get around. And as I speak to those brave ones out there, if you are out there, you do have a book, you want to come into the studio, go to my Facebook page, click that link, come into the studio, chit chat with me for a minute. These are some of the people who have already purchased their books. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Miss Ruffin. You will see yours tomorrow. Miss Jasmine, when you order the book, do not select the $80 section. Just order the $60 book. I will sign it. That's the incentive for the show. I'll be looking for your sale in my shopping cart so I can tell who goes in. Hey, who out there is watching the show that wants to come and talk about their book if you've already had one? I see a couple people that came into the show who already reordered a book. Hey, go to my Facebook page, select that link, come into the studio, chit chat with me for just about 2 minutes. Just let me know how you feel about the book. Let me know, tell people a little bit about how you felt receiving your book and the impact it made on you. I'm gonna play this right here because it tells you a little bit about the book. It was from our very first book signing at Overdue Recognition Art Gallery. I want to take this time to thank you all for showing up for this first book signing. It's been a labor of love, but it's been mostly love. I started this whole process. Actually, my son started this process. He looked at me and he says, "Dad, I can't believe you've been doing this for 40 years. And I don't think it registered to me at the time what he said, but it had been 40 years. And I was sitting down going, wow, you know, I've been to all these museums, I've been to galleries, I've been to bookstores. 40 years, that's kind of a landmark. Not many people I know have done something like this for 40 years.
Well, I think his story is one that young artists can relate to. The way he came up, what he started doing with some of the commercial art, what he got from his father, and the fact that he's come up through the system. And so when you look at the book and you look at the body of work, which a lot of artists may or may not do, but when you look at the body of work over so many years, it's just incredible. And so a young artist looking at that to say, and reading the story, not just looking at the artwork, but reading his journey, to me, it would be inspiring.
But I wanted to at least create something that they could see a part of themselves in. And so this book has about 305 images in it. Keep in mind, I had to cut 100 images just for this book. This book is just of my published works. I'm working on my second book now of my original works that many of you probably have never seen before.
It's just a beautifully well presented piece. Of course, his work is just amazing, stylistic, colorful, just amazing work. But it just gives you a guideline and also gives you that motivation because you see the presentation of his work and how much work he's created. You know, he pushes the margin on what he presents. He represents us, tells our stories. It's just a beautiful work of art.
I always wanted to depict some things that were non-typical subjects for us to be seen in. When I first started in this market, it was a lot of, Southern churches, and it was slave scenes, cotton scenes, and all of a sudden I started doing dance, and the artists started doing other stuff, and they felt comfortable doing all these other things, and it just was a major explosion that you guys are still participating in today. And I do think that that movement that went uncharted from 1985 to 2005 is the reason why a lot of the arts is flourishing right now, even today.
It's inspirational, and it's such a collection of amazing work over many years, and I like to see that transformation. Poncho's work has been, from college days right up till now, almost like, this is part of the culture, right? Oh, I know that picture. That's what we had that hanging up in the dorm room, right? It tells a story, and for an artist like me who's experimenting with different mediums and, the business side of it, Poncho is a beast. So just talking to him, but also then seeing the product, it's been, all I can say is very inspirational, very powerful.
I think for me, the most important part of this process is each one of you in here have a story. It has all the elements. It has comedy, it has drama, it has trauma, it has everything. And we have to value our own stories, but more or less we have to share our stories.
I think there's so many lessons learned. I think he is a phenomenal teacher. I think he's a sage in this business. I think he has the respect of a number of contemporaries and emerging artists. And I know that he is an educator. He's educated me on the various facets of African American art. He's an artist, but he's also a collector. So, there are so many dimensions to him that I think it would serve any emerging artist or anyone interested in becoming an artist to get to know him and learn from him.
That's right, y'all. That is the whole thought pattern behind my book, why it was created. I've been checking the shopping cart. We have Renee Jefferson. Renee Jefferson, thank you so much for ordering your book. Anybody else that wants to order, this is how we order. We will simply go to my website. You'll go to the front page. You will see a window that looks like that. Just scroll down a little bit. You'll see the retrospective book off to the left-hand side. There's a spot that says order yours now. Click that spot. It'll take you to the different selections of the book itself. There is a $60 section, there's a $80 section, and then there's a $100 section. Today's show, all you'll be paying is $60 for your book to be signed, okay? And if you decide you want a remark, you can go ahead and order a remark. A remark is a small original drawing in the front page of the book, which adds a little value to it. If you are one of the people who have purchased a book in the past and you want to come into the show, just go out to my Facebook page, click that link, come into the studio, chit chat with me. If you have a message you want to leave, go ahead, type it in, put it up. I'll put it up on the screen for you. Hey, who would like for me to come to their town? I've got a couple of cities I'm taking into consideration. Maybe you guys can suggest a couple of places where I should possibly tour. The relationships that I have formed are either with galleries, I've done with some art collectors groups, a few museums around town. I've even had a couple collectors do special events for signing books. So if you would like to be a person to sponsor a book, let me know. I'd like to check that out. Okay, let me see what we got here. Hey, can't wait to order. Miss you all the way from California. Right. Well, hey, my son is out there in California. Enjoy yourself. If when you get ready to order your book, this show will be up for at least a week. You can order your book anytime this week if you didn't get a chance to do it today. This will rerun after the show is over. We're live right now, but it will rerun after that. If you decide you want to place your order, it's the same rules. Just go to LarryPonchoBrown.net, select the unsigned book, the $60 level. Just sign the $60 level, and I will automatically sign that book for you because you watched the show. If you already have a book and you want to chit chat with me, go to my Facebook page, click that Come Into the Studio link, and we will talk about your book and talk about what you feel, how you feel about the book. And we're just doing this so for all the people out there that have not had an opportunity to come to one of our book signings. And so far, these are the places that we've already come. We started off our first book signing stop on the tour was at Bowie, Maryland, at Overdue Recognition Gallery. Then we did Serengeti Art Gallery. We hit the Maryland, the DMV, the Maryland area pretty hard coming out. Wellspring Manor and Spa, they sold the most books at 50. Art for the Soul Gallery in Massachusetts, Umoja Fine Arts in Michigan. We did Artist Collective in Atlanta, Sabaro Forest Cultural Center, Motor House in Baltimore, Wondrous Works in Maryland. So we have 2 coming up at the Color Girls Museum in Philadelphia and the Herbert Behrman Gallery in Baltimore, Maryland. It's going to be coming up in the next few months. I'll give you some dates on those on my Facebook page if you want to try to keep up with what's happening with us. Also, if you decide that if you just got a few words you want to say, come on to the studio. Let's chit chat for a minute. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and show you another film of me creating one of the remarks. That's right, Sean. You get to see all that's involved with doing one of those remarks. So that's basically how it works, y'all. I take time, I come up from my imagination, I come up with some kind of a theme. Sometimes if a person's standing in front of me, I will pick up a couple of things. Like I had one lady who had 3 sons. I kind of used that to go into my own thing, or somebody might be talking about their sister or their mother, and I might do something like that. I don't normally do special requests on the remarks. They are pretty spontaneous, but that's the books that are at the $100 level. So if you decide you want to get a remark, that's simply what you got to do. Hey, what's happening? Thank you so much for your comments. Just trying to keep it going. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, Mr. Correnda. If you decide you want to order a book, simply go to my website. I'm going to give you the rundown one more time for ordering the book. Just go to my Facebook page. You can just go down to the left-hand side. You'll see it on the front page. It says something that says order yours now. Click that spot. It'll take you to a menu of 3 different options. You scroll down, as the book is $60, the autograph is $80, the remark is $100. That's how you place your order. Today's show, and if you watch this show, we will honor $60 for the signed version. So don't buy the $80 one. You get it for $60. Anything ordered from the show, anything ordered this week on my shopping cart will go out for $60. So yeah, if you got a book already, you want to chit chat. I ain't got nobody brave yet though, but if you want to, go to my Facebook page, select that link that takes you into the studio. I'll bring you on the screen. We can chit chat about the book. We're going to be doing these virtual book signings probably once a month until as I get into my schedule and we hit some different places. But this is for all of you out there that are different pockets of the country that don't get an opportunity to participate in our book signing. So we'll have a little bit more leeway next time to advertise the show. I was a little pressed on time this week, but we still wanted to make sure we put one show up. So far, we got a sale from Miss Renee Jefferson. Thank you so much for placing your order. Anybody that wants to place an order, just go to the website. You know how to do it now, and we'll take care of that. So I got a couple different projects I'm working on with some other artists. You know, when you do a book like this and you release it, again, we have 2,000 books in circulation. Our first run, we've sold about 1,000. So we've gotten really, really good responses across the board. But what it's also done is it created an opportunity for me to design a couple of books for some other people. So I don't want to leak too soon, but I guess I have the right to do that. It's my show. I can do that. We're currently working on a book for Miss Karen Y. Buster. If you don't know Karen Buster's work, look it up. Go to Instagram, look up Karen Y. Buster. You'll see her work. I'm sure you're familiar with it. I'm also working on a book right now with Deborah Shedrick. She's out of Alabama. Bad girl. If you haven't seen her work and not familiar with her work, you will be, because their books are in process right now. We're also working on a book for Mr. Paul Goodnight on behalf of Umoja Art Gallery in Michigan. So a lot of good things happening, a lot of books in the mill. I'm also going to be working on my originals book, which is going to be of works that nobody's seen except for the collectors that purchased them. That's right, y'all. We're going to keep it moving. If you have a comment, just put it in the comment stream. We'll put it up on the screen. Just wanted to make sure you all get a chance to participate in this whole thing. All right, Miss Jasmine Evans, we'll be looking and we'll see if you show up in the shopping cart. Just go there. Do not select the $80 version. Pick the $60 version. It will automatically come to you signed. Okay. Anybody else? My brother from another mother, Mr. Kenneth Gatewood, man. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. I miss you, man. I miss you. I want you to know, I miss my artist family. The one thing that happened with this COVID pandemic was we all got totally disconnected. We were all isolated. I know I'm not just moaning like it just happened to Poncho, but I miss people like this guy right here, Kenneth Gatewood. He's my big brother from another mother. His birthday, he's almost a birthday mate. He's the day before me, and he's one hell of an artist. If you're not familiar with Kenneth Gatewood, I don't know what planet you've been on. His work, his watercolor works are known the world over. If you don't know it and you want to familiarize yourself, go to his page on Facebook, Kenneth Gatewood. You'll see some exciting work. This guy right here is an awesome force in the business. If you want to come into the studio and chit chat with me, just go to my Facebook page, click that link that says join us live, come into the studio, chit chat with me for a few. If you got something you want to say, let me know. Type it into the comment stream. I'll put it on the screen, and we're just going to keep this thing moving. I've already shown you a little bit of the actual how we do the remarks. I'm now going to show you some more sections of the book. So that's an overview of the whole book. If you are interested in ordering your book, simply go to my website at larryponchobrown.net and you can order your book directly. We are currently taking orders. Anything you order today, you will receive a autograph for free. If you order the book, that's right, today's for free. If you get a chance this week while this video is running, tell your friends. If they order it and it goes to my shopping cart this week after this broadcast, after the rerun of this broadcast, we will still honor the special $60 for the book signed. They normally would sell for $80. We're also offering remarks if you decide you want to get one. If you don't know what a remark is, just rewind the show. It'll show you what a remark is. We just did a couple of different presentations of that today so you get an idea what that looks like. But that's what's going on, y'all. If you decide you want to do that, go ahead, order your book. If you've ordered a book from us already, hey, come online, go to my Facebook page, hit that link, come onto the studio, chit chat with me. Hello, Miss Thomas. She says she love her copy, but somehow it wasn't signed. Well, I don't know why your book wasn't signed. Did you order it online? Did you order from a gallery? Usually they haven't been signed unless you order it signed from our website or you came to a book signing. Unless one of those two places, kind of let me know what happened with that. I don't know why it was not signed if you didn't weren't in a position to get it signed. And let me know what city you're in too. Hey, what's happening, Miss Crucial Living? Nice to see you. Very, very nice to see you. We miss you here in Baltimore. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, Miss Evans, she just ordered. I'm glad you're so excited. Your book will be coming on its way. Thank you so much for participating in this. Anybody else out there that wants to place an order for a book, simply go to the website, order at larryponchobrown.net. And we got 2 people that have committed to books today. Thank you very much for doing that. I'm going to show you one more time how to order the book. You can simply go to the ordering page. You'll see my face. You can go up here and you can go down to where it says Poncho Retrospective. Take that right there. Click the order yours now. It'll take you into a menu. That's right. When you go to the menu, it'll tell you 3 different options. And that's right, y'all. You can select the autographs and remark. But today, all you got to do is select the book itself at $60. We will send you an automatic signature. That's right, y'all. That's how we work. If you decide you want to come into the studio, if you want to come in the studio and chit chat with me, just go to my Facebook page. Click that link that says just come into the studio. That's right. And we will chit chat, put you on the screen, talk a little bit about the book. Got a couple more minutes on the screen for you guys to partake. I'm going to be doing this at least monthly or bi-monthly, depending on the reaction, for all of the areas of the country we have not been able to come to. Our book signing tour is live and well. And we got 2 locations coming up. One in Philadelphia tomorrow. And then we got another one in Baltimore coming up. And these are some of the places that we've already shown. If you're just tuning in, we've done Overdue Recognition Art Gallery. We've done Serengeti Art Gallery. We've done Wellspring Manor and Spa, which is in Maryland. That we did the most books at the Wellspring Manor. Art for the Soul Gallery in Springfield, Massachusetts. We did Emotion Fine Arts in Southfield, Michigan. We did the 1010 Artist Collective in Conyers, Georgia. We did this Cheney University at Carnegie Library. We did the Sabra Force Cultural Arts Center. The Motor House, Wondrous Worth Collection, which is a small collection organization here in the area. Coppin State University. We have the Color Girls Museum tomorrow, and we have the Herbert Bierman Gallery in Baltimore happening. Woo! That's a lot. I had to slow that down so I could read that. We're going to be doing one in Baltimore probably next month. Don't have the dates confirmed yet, but as soon as I have them confirmed, I will let you know what's happening. Hey, what's happening? Thank you so much, Miss Stevens. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. You did a pre-sale directly from you. Well, that's probably it. Pre-sale probably meant you just got it signed, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll see you one day out there as we do our tours. We'll sign that book for you. Anybody that's ordered online, if you come to one of my signings, I'm not charging you for a signature. You've already purchased the book. So you can always come to one of my book signings if you want to get that book signed. If you want to mail it back to me, that's another situation we'll have to talk about, because you'll have to pay shipping on that, and I'll pay shipping on it backward to you if you decide you want to go that route. But other than that, you can always order one signed and then gift one to a friend. There's a lot of ways to get around that situation. Hey, if you tuned in, the book has been available since last July. We printed 2,000 books. We're now upwards of 1,000 books. Thank you very much for all of you that have participated. If you want to order a book, simply go to the website. If you want to take advantage of the incentive for today, just make sure you order within this next couple of days. This week, I will still honor it. Just go to the website, select sign. Any book that comes through the shopping cart will have a signature attached to it automatically. How about that? That'll be the incentive for anybody to watch the show. I'm going to offer an incentive to the first person that comes in to the studio to chit chat with me, whether you have a book or don't have a book. How about that? Anybody that does that will get an additional gift put in their box. If you have a book out there and you want to get a free gift, then go to my Facebook page, click that link, come into the studio, chit chat with me for about 45 to 60 seconds, and you will get a free gift from yours truly. That's right, y'all. If you tuned in, just go in and put something in the comments stream so I can know. We were in Cheney. Wow, that was like, man. I think we did Cheney in November because I had 3 signings that month. But we'll also be at the Colored Girls Museum tomorrow, and we'll be there at 1 o'clock. So if you get a chance, you want to come there, come on by. That's right. I'll be there signing books and greeting people up till I think maybe about 3 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. We will be announcing further dates as we do these shows. We'll tell you where we're going to be. We got a couple of future stops in Chicago being planned right now as we speak, actually. I might be making 1 or 2 trips to Chicago. So the book signings are now being ramped up for this summer and fall. If you want to keep up with that schedule, just make sure you send me your email address. Just send me an email to larryponchabrown@gmail.com with your email address. I'll make sure you go on our email list. That way, anything is happening, you will know before everybody else. That's right, y'all. That's how we flow. How y'all doing out there? Well, that's where we are, y'all. We are about 49 minutes into the show. We have already shown you how to order. We've shown you the book. We've shown you why the book is available. If you decide you want to do a book signing, let me know. Wait a minute now. We got somebody that's brave that came into the studio. I see a couple of heads bobbing around. Miss Kabibi Ajanku in the studio. We're going to bring her in and chit chat for a minute. Give them time to get their microphone check up. I see them on the screen. I see a couple of green. It's a lot of ivory in that picture, man. These folks are grinning. I can see ivory from all the way in the back of the studio. Wow. Hey, y'all, put your sunglasses on because the Ajanku clan is in the house.
Good.
How y'all doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How y'all doing?
Good.
That's a lot of. Look at that. Look at my artists, man. People are in the groove. They painting on the floor. They got all kinds. They're getting ready for an upcoming exhibition here in Baltimore. So they've been working and burning the midnight oil. Both of them have books. So I'm gonna give y'all the floor. For those people out there that don't have a book, tell them a little bit about the book, y'all.
Oh, the book is fantastic. It is a retrospective of so much of this brother's work. Oh my God, it's his work. And if you get the book, you'll be able to see the breadth of how he gives and mentors, how he uses his art for the better good, the greater good. So it's not just art for art's sake. It's art, and I don't even want to tell you, you have to get your own book.
It's history.
It's history.
It's the Poncho perspective. And so you gotta tap in.
Now you can tell these people are related, can't you? Mr. Salim King, he ordered his from New York City, and he's helping me spread it around. I want to thank you. Look at the day working, y'all. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all probably.
Jamoke is in here somewhere. Where you at, Jamoke?
Jamoke's in the house too.
Jamoke is in the house too.
Y'all better be. Y'all got a show coming up. I know y'all got a show coming up, and y'all work ain't finished yet. Y'all got that look in your face. That's right. That's the midnight oil. I know the look.
But this is what I will say. What I will say is get to the Frederick Douglass Isaac Myers Museum next Sunday at 4 o'clock, and you'll be able to see the work. There's that.
Just take what you see in the viewfinder right there and multiply that times 10, and you'll see what these folks are getting ready to do. What you working on the floor there, man? What you got going on there, Celine?
Finishing up this piece right here.
Can we get it? Can we get it?
I ain't trying to spoil it now. I ain't trying to spoil it for folks.
Little sneak peek right here.
Okay, I see on the floor you got a little something working on there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We ain't gonna hold y'all up. I know y'all busy. Thank you for being. She just did this because she heard about the free prize. for those that tuned in.
No, I did it because if you don't have a book, just be there, be square. The book is fantastic. Get the daggone book. If you don't have it, you're late. If you don't have it, you are late. Get the book.
And plus, Mother's Day coming up, Father's Day coming up. Come on, just tap in.
You see how he did that? He did the Father's Day, and then his whole head disappeared out of the screen.
No. It's a real thing. There are 15 grandchildren in this class.
No, I respect when people are creating. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. Nice to see some folks burning the midnight oil. Yes, until next time, thank you so much for your words, y'all. We appreciate you. Get back to work, y'all. We ain't trying to interrupt y'all too much. Peace out. Thank you. See what I'm saying, y'all folks out there? This is real, man. We got creatives all over. Both of them have purchased the book. We got some other folks that have chimed in the comments, y'all. How you doing, CM Creola Macklin? She already has come. Creola Macklin came to, I think, 1 or 2 book signings. I can't even remember. But she's down from the Virginia area. She bought her book. She's been tuning in. I have a couple of people that follow me from my Poncho-thons that I do, which I'm getting ready to start rebroadcasting really soon, maybe within the next couple of weeks. Just been very, very busy trying to reorganize the studio and get caught up on some other things. But we're going to get ready to wrap up, y'all. We got one person that came in, told us about the book. If you want to order a book, this, like they said, is Mother's Day, Father's Day, all that stuff is coming up. Go to LarryPonchoBrown.net and place your order for your book. All books will come signed as an incentive for the show, so don't select the signed version, which sells for $80. Just get the $60 version. I will automatically sign the book for you. For those of you, don't worry if you're not ready at the end of the show. We will, as long as this video is running, we're live now. It's going to run for the rest of the week. If you see this show and you go to the shopping cart and you order a book, it will come automatically signed to you for the rest of the week. Okay. Hey, y'all, tell your friends, spread the word. We will be coming back on occasionally to let you know what's happening. It's your last opportunity, y'all. Last couple of minutes of the show. If you decide you want to do that, that's right. The Ajanku clan was painting and working, and they are already vouching for the book. They bought theirs pretty early in the game. They've been spreading the word around for us. If you are out there and you have a book, please spread the word for me too. We're going to get ready to wrap the show up. We're going to be doing these virtual signings at least once a month, just for those of you that are around the country that don't get a chance to come to any of our book signings. I want to show you that list again so you can know what's happening and what's coming up. Again, we got one location coming up at the Color Girls Museum tomorrow. We also have another one coming up at a museum that Mr. Janku was just on, curates. But we will give you that date later after we commit it. It's going to be the Herbert Bierman Gallery in Baltimore, Maryland, which will be one of the second stops we've done. No, our third stop in Baltimore City, my hometown. So if you get a chance, if you want to add your name to this list, just email me at LarryPonchoBrown gmail.com. I will put you on my my tour list. We got 2 locations coming up in Chicago. As soon as I get those dates, I'll let you know what's going on. But that's right, y'all. That's what's up. We want to thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for all of you that took time to purchase today. I appreciate that too. And we're just going to get ready to sign off. And maybe till next time, y'all, we want to do virtual book signing number 3 sometime next month. Be listening out on my Facebook page and Instagram so you can know when things are happening. Until next time, y'all, take care.